Wholeness and balance vibrations, family. I trust your well vibing and resonance. Curtis Rule, reflection to you. What we got going on in today's society, or in your own reality, because that brings it closer to you, where there's always a number of things going on, always. And how you keep the balance in the midst of the chaos is knowing what's good for you. And knowing what's good for you is extremely important because it means that you have the discernment of forward progression. You know what is successful. You know this. It's intuitively. You know, even if it's two dark tunnels, you can look at one and you'll have an intuitive feeling that says, "Oh, not that one. Let me go with this one." And this intuitive intuition is what you gotta trust in these times. It's 2020. Things have been made clear. You know what don't make sense. You know what's not, what's something that may be a little fishy, and you know what is for you. And not allowing yourself to be pulled or hooked into the negativity, which our grandma used to speak on the pink tornado, your tongue, and it stirs up, so much chaos, and how a tornado can pull you. It has its own like vortex. It's negativity has and positivity. They all have an attraction, a magnetic pull, and we see that the reality is oversaturated with negativity. We say negativity um, in the sense of the poles. That's it. Not necessarily like the other end of the battery. It's negativity, something that's not in the forward progression of your highest success, we'll say. And that's when you get pulled by a vortex, when you get pulled in, especially something that's humongous, you're stuck. You're in that orbit. And until you bring something that can thrust you out of that orbit, you're stuck in there. So be mindful of our thoughts, alkaline thoughts, to give you the clarity and project you into the positive, into the space that you want to be in, and not allowing the thoughts, because that's such a hook to the mental that it can really pull you into that downward spiral of fear, of lack, of abundance, of depletion of your energy. And this is what you got to be mindful of. So intuitively, as we talking about, like, actually hit it in tribe today, Brother Stefan, what we said, where if you somebody offer you to go for a walk, somebody say, "Hey, you want to go for a walk with me?" Walk is good for me. I'm out, straight like that. Not even thinking, well, I can't walk because such and such, or in such and such, and then your mind will be pulled into that orbit of thinking, that negativity, because it's endless. It's endless. It's so much out here that's coming, to you within the frequencies, within the subconscious programming, from television, from cell phones, to somebody said, to songs. It's heavily saturated with this negative, unhealthy words, sounds, frequencies. All of this plays a major role in your sovereignty and you being successful. And I need you, but you need you most of all to say, to have these pillars within yourself that say, okay, this is a good idea. I need to get behind it, especially in these times when it's oversaturated. So if somebody's bringing something that's earnest, something that is, or you bring it, that's basic, because you are the answer. You are the answer. You are the answer. The thing that you want to create, the thing that you want done in the reality, you have to start that process of getting it done, to birth in that seed and grow in that thing. That only you can, because no one can duplicate your idea. Even if it's somebody else's idea and you try to copy it, you can only get a fraction of it. And this is what many forget. You are so important. You are so important. Your being is, I don't even have a word for it right now, outside of essential. What you have to bring is essential to the world, because the lack of mean that we will never get You will never receive that idea, that business, that plan, that idea you had. And these things have to be birthed internally. Like, I want to do this. Write this down. Put the actions towards it. Then it becomes, it starts to get legs, and then it's going. But you have to nurture this thing. And many times, because we just so happen to be in a space where the pull of that negative orbit of something that's, again, we got stuff going on in reality now. You just say one word, like you say something. You say, oh, I'm turning 19. Oh, now somebody think about something else 19, and now you going on that spiral of thought. It's heavy, and unless you have somebody to pull you out of that, thrust you out of that space, I'm here. And somebody, or another large body to snap you out of it. Snap out of it. Like, wake up. We're here. Don't adopt a reality that's not yours. Do not adopt a reality that's not yours. For example, and somebody walked up and say, I hate onions. And you say, oh, well, onions ain't. I mean, they alright. Then you already start doubting your even love for onions. Just because that somebody else's, another body, another person have influenced you. And there are some major influences out here. One, the stuff that you know now, that you regurgitate. I'll tell you some of the negative things that a lot of the things, not to pull outside itself, but a lot of things didn't come from you. It came from something else you heard, and so on and so forth. So we know that anybody that speaks, or even teachers, they've been taught by somebody. Very minimal of the information that we have has been intuitively brought forth, because we don't necessarily exercise the intuitive forces within ourselves, whether via meditation or connecting with the ancestors. And this is a power that you have, but not a but, that we get to express. So do some filtering within yourself to determine what's good for me and what do I need. What do I need? So an invitation is coming your way. 3, 2, now. We're doing a 3K in our community where we're building a greenhouse. A greenhouse about 150 feet long, 35 feet wide. Just enough room to really sustain our community and then some. So we're going to make this thing fun. We're going to come out on next Saturday, on the 30th, 8:30. Get out there, walk, run, whatever you choose. All contributions of the registration fee is going to the greenhouse. We create our own reality. We know for a fact that you are what you eat. So we're going to take responsibility for the things we grow to eat. So now we know our community is sustainable and that they become as fresh as the vegetables we make. And there's also, for anybody else who would like to support, come to the community, join us, sponsor somebody, just contribute. We already have a number of contributors already that are helping us take this thing to the next level. Our goal is 8,000. We got over 3 right now. Shout out to all the contributors. Let me see right now. I can write off a couple names. We got Supreme Brother Chris Dukes, Brother Marvin. We got who else? Shayna Brockington. We have who else have contributed? Let me pause. Actually, I'm going to do it one better. On the website, when you click the link down below or attached, you will see the Sovereign Living Project page. On this page, it'll tell you where we're currently at within our growth to our goal, and the contributors. This is going to be our community sponsors, those who see and know that this is a good idea and they want to be a part of it, even if they can't be there. We appreciate all of you and all those to come. Looking forward to us connecting in a deeper sense in the physical. 19, don't scare me. Don't scare me. at all. I know where my power comes from. So keep vibing in resonance at top speeds. Curtis Aru, the reflection in you. Check out the links down below, and there'll also be some other links that get you tapped into the tribe because we just getting started. Much love.